Good morning, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and do a reading, a continuation reading. I did a no communication reading yesterday for twins who are not in communication three-party situation. We did get an overall energy as to what the problem is, and so today I just want to go ahead and dive in a little bit and just take a closer look. Okay, take a closer look with tarot. Just wanted to say, for any of you who are interested in a private reading, all the information is in the description box. Take a look at that. If anybody's interested, just go ahead and, shoot me an email, and I can definitely take care of that for you. So let's go ahead and get started with this reading. I call upon my guides, guardian angels, and ancestors. Spirit, can you please tell me a little bit more about what is going on with the counterparts in the three-party situation that are not communicating with the other counterpart? Okay, what messages, what detailed information can you give me to just shed a little bit more light on what we already know? So I'm going to go ahead and start off with the twin flame messages. I want to see what messages the counterpart has to tell you. What messages does the counterpart have to tell you? I've been noticing that there has been a few divine masculines watching the channel, so I'm going to try to keep it more on the lines of keeping it general when I talk about the counterparts, okay? And because it can be for either or, okay? It does not have to be just for divine masculine or just for divine feminine. So for the counterpart that is not communicating, what messages do you have for the viewer, for the listener? What does their higher self want the listener to know? What does the higher self want the listener to know? All right, so yesterday we did see that, there are some counterparts, who are, in denial about the connection, okay? Therefore, they're basically rejecting the signs and synchronicities. They are rejecting the communication that Spirit is trying to give them to lead them to the knowledge that they are here for a higher purpose, and that they actually do belong on a journey. And I can tell you from these messages right here, it definitely resonates with that, okay? Because the first card that we have is, I can't handle your words right now. Okay, I cannot handle your words right now. And then this one says, your words linger in my mind. Okay, and then this one says, I don't know how I feel anymore. So now I can see why, the counterpart who is not communicating, I can kind of see a little bit more, on the 3D, because I do feel like a lot of, the reading yesterday was more 5D level. In the 3D, okay, I'm feeling this more for 3D. I feel like there probably were some words in the past, okay, that probably are still keeping divine masculine from, or not divine masculine, but the counterpart that is not communicating, keeping them from communicating, okay? Because I cannot handle your words right now. Your words linger in my mind. So I feel like in the past, when separation occurred, or when the break occurred, I feel like there was probably some type of, argument possibly, okay? and whatever words were spoken is still on their mind, and because of it, they are not communicating because they cannot handle any more harsh words. You know, could be that, you know, there was probably some Queen of Swords energy in that last, in the last communication. You know, the Queen of Swords is somebody who speaks her truth. She speaks it diligently. You know, she speaks with her mind, not with her heart. Okay, so, you know, sometimes that Queen of Swords energy, it will, sometimes it repels, you know, the opposite counterpart. You know, they're a bit afraid of it. Okay, they're a bit afraid of it. So I feel like there was some kind of the last communication that occurred, I feel like there was maybe some harsh words, okay, maybe on both parts. And so what I'm seeing is that because of that, that's what's keeping divine counterpart not communicating from communicating, okay? And it says, I don't know how I feel anymore. So yeah, you know, again, this goes with the denial that we seen yesterday. You know, they're in denial, and so they don't know how they feel, okay? What I will say about that is I'm sure that that's not how they always feel, okay? 3D wise, I'm sure, you know, ego plays a lot in that, okay? I do feel like ego does play a big part in that, and so that is why they feel that way, okay? But I also believe that there are times where, you know, they do get into their emotions and they do get into their feelings, and, you know, they do think about it, okay? I mean, because I cannot believe for one second that a twin is not going to think about their other twin, you know, all the time. I refuse to believe that, you know. But again, for the most part, in the 3D, in the ego, they can't handle the words right now because of words that were spoken in the past, okay? That's what I can tell you. So let's go ahead and pull a few cards and see what else we can see. What else, Spirit? What else? What other messages do you have for us in regards to this? What other messages do you have in regards to this? What else can you tell us? Wow. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. You guys aren't going to believe this. King of Cups. The Lovers. And the Star. So all I can tell you this right now. They're not communicating because of their ego, because of, you know, whatever the last conversation was. But clearly, Divine Masculine, like I said, and I just said it, I don't believe for one second that they don't think about it sometimes, okay? And confirmation, King of Cups. They absolutely do think about it. They absolutely think about it, and they get sentimental about it. They get sensitive about it, okay? Absolutely. Because on some level, they do understand that this is a twin flame connection. Not all of them do, you know, but they know that there's a pull, okay? They know that there's a pull, all right? And then the Star, you know, hope. You know, they do still have some kind of hope. The problem is that they're they're not expressing it, right? They're not expressing this, all right? So let's take a look at what the challenge is, okay? What is keeping divine masculines from communicating if they're feeling this way, okay? What is keeping them from communicating, from, you know, I mean, because this is absolutely clear as day. King of Cups, the Lovers, and the Star. That means, you know, that means love. That means emotions. That means sensitivity. And that means hope, all right? So what's keeping the counterpart, the silent counterpart, what is keeping them, what's keeping them from acting on this? All right, let's pull a clarifier for King of Cups. I'm going to pull these in reverse so that I can see what the challenge is, okay? King of Cups, Spirit, King of Cups. Confirm the King of Cups for me. All right, so divine masculine is, you know, understands that he has feelings, all right, somewhere else, okay? He does. But we're talking about the ones that are in three-party situations, right? Because I'm a three-party reader. This is the issue. They're with the karmic, all right? So the challenge is that, yes, they know they have feelings somewhere else. They have emotions somewhere else. And they get sensitive about it somewhere else. But we have the, you know, Two of Wands in reverse. So the problem is that they cannot make a decision. They cannot make a decision whether to act on those emotions and to act on those feelings. They cannot make a decision. Therefore, that's why they're not communicating, okay? Because they cannot make a decision on it. What I get the feeling is that, you know, there are times where they feel like they want to communicate and they want to reach out. But with this, you know, being the challenge, they don't make the decision. They don't make the decision to do it. All right. So let's go ahead and pull a clarifier for the Lovers. What's the challenge here? What's the challenge here? This is about the actual connection. This is actually about the twin flame connection, the Lovers, okay? So what is the challenge that's keeping them from the connection? All right. From the twin flame connection that clearly Spirit has been trying to give them signs and synchronicities through various types of communication. What is the challenge? All right, so we have the Page of Swords in reverse. You know, the Page of Swords in reverse can be gossip, okay? That can be gossip. That can be, you know, stalking. So it could be two things. All right, either the silent counterpart is feeling like you, the listener, the viewer, it's two things, okay? Either they feel like, you know, you're observing them. Maybe they have a feeling that, you know, you may be observing them on social media, and they feel that it's a bit stalkerish, okay? Or they feel like you may be gossiping about them, okay? And so what's happening is because of that, they could be, you know, in denial about the connection, okay? But this could also indicate that they are observing you and possibly, you know, gossiping about you. If they're watching you, they could be gossiping about you to other people. I am seeing some observing and gossiping, okay? So either they feel like you're doing that to them or they're doing that to you. That can go either way, but I want to pull one more. I want to pull one more for this, lovers. Give me one more card, Spirit. One more card. So they're rejecting it. It did come up in the upright position, but I feel like the reason why this came up in the upright position is because actually this in the upright position has the more challenging meaning than in the reverse. Okay, this is one of those cards that it's more challenging in the upright position. Okay, so the fact that it actually fell in upright when they're falling in reverse, this is telling me that Spirit is really wanting us to know that this observing, stalking, gossip, whatever is being said, whatever is being watched, this is why they're rejecting, you know, the connection. This is why they're rejecting the communication that Spirit is trying to give them, okay? Trying to, you know, rejecting the signs, rejecting the synchronicities, you know, the feelings, all of that stuff, they're rejecting it, okay? And also the King of Cups in reverse came up. So that's twice the King of Cups came up. All right. But, you know, this is the challenge. So this is being overly, so yeah, this is being overly sensitive. Okay. This is being overly sensitive. Okay. Something with gossip. All right. And manipulation, because the Page of Swords, you know, that in reverse can also be a bit of, because when a person is gossiping, they're being a little bit, you know, cunning and manipulative, okay? So so it has them, it has them very sensitive, okay? It has them very sensitive in a negative way. Over here, it's, you know, they at times they're in their emotions and they're sensitive in a very positive way. But what's keeping them from the actual connection and recognizing that there's a higher purpose for them is something with gossip, something with stalkerish, and something, you know, with a bit of manipulation. Therefore, it has them sensitive in a negative way, okay? It has them sensitive in a negative way. Also, this could also indicate some unfaithfulness, okay? So I feel like for the ones that are observing you, the listener, okay, maybe stalking you on social media, observing you, for whatever reason, they have an indication that you are probably seeing someone else or talking to someone else. So it has them feeling like, you know, you're not committed to them. Because, yeah, this is also, you know, non-committal. So that's why they're rejecting. This is why they feel like, well, this can't be a twin flame connection because, you know, they're watching, there's something, and this isn't going to resonate for all of you, but this is what Spirit's giving me right now. For the ones that are watching you, listener, they're going on social media, they're kind of watching you, and they have some kind of indication that you may have someone else, so they feel like you are not committed and faithful to them and to this, you know, connection. Therefore, they're rejecting the connection altogether, okay? So, again, that's not going to resonate for all of you, but that's for someone. All right, that's for someone. If that resonates with you, let me know. If there's something on your any kind of social media, or possibly friends, because again, gossip, this is gossip as well. Maybe friends have been letting them know that maybe you're going out, meeting other people, and it could just be friends, but you could just be going out with friends or whatever, but people are gossiping about you and making it sound like you're dating other men, or if the roles are reversed, dating other women, okay? But there is an indication of gossip, stalkerish, some cunningness, and a bit of manipulation. And so it has the silent counterpart feeling like you are not committed to this twin flame connection. Therefore, they're rejecting the connection altogether. All right. So that's what the challenge is with that. Okay. Again, that's not going to resonate for all of you, but if that resonates with some of you, let me know. Let me know. Okay. Also, if it's you, listener, who feels like they're not committed to this connection, all right, maybe they feel like you're gossiping about them and stalking them, or checking them out on social media and gossiping about them. Therefore, again, they feel like you're not really committed to the connection and rejecting it. So either way, there's two scenarios there, all right? So confirming the star here, this is about hope, okay? This is about hope. This is about healing, and this is about, wishes coming true. All right. Again, we have the Emperor in reverse, okay? So we know that, the Emperor is, divine masculine, right? We know that is him. He's showing up in the reverse. So although there is this hope, although there is this, I feel, okay, so this could also mean that, because this is in reverse, divine masculine, still has a lot that he needs to heal, okay, in order for him to move forward with this hope and to move forward with these wishes coming true, okay? This is also about manipulation, which I feel like goes along with what we've seen here, okay? There is some type of manipulation, okay, involved, okay? I'll tell you that. And this is why he's not making the choice to communicate, okay? There is an element of feeling like there's been a bit of manipulation, okay? Of course, they're not communicating with you, so they can't even get down to the bottom of the truth of things. They're just perceiving it that way, okay? And from the looks of it, they cannot even heal from this, okay? The Emperor in reverse is somebody who, can be, a bit manipulative. He can be a bit out of control. Over dominating, all right? And he's not healing from this. He's not healing from that energy, with the star. This is about healing, again, hope. So what's keeping him from moving forward with this hope is the fact that he's not healing from whatever it is that's vexing him. He has some things that are vexing him, and he's not willing to heal from it, okay? He's rejecting, all right? He's in denial, and he's rejecting. He's rejecting it, although, on some occasions, he is in his feelings. He does feel the connection, and he does have hope. But what keeps him from taking action on these things is the fact that, he cannot heal from whatever he feels whatever he feels this Page of Swords is all about, okay? Whether it's, you know, gossip, stalking, manipulation, being cunning, all right? He's not healed from it. It has him overly sensitive. It has him feeling like you're not committed. Has him feeling like, you know, you're not faithful and committed to the connection. Therefore, he's rejecting it altogether. He's just not healing from it, all right? So that's what's keeping him from, communicating. And that's why he rejects the, you know, the life purpose that we talked about yesterday. That's what's keeping him from listening to spirit while they're trying to give him these signs and synchronicities and just rejecting it. In denial and rejecting it, okay? Which I said that yesterday, and it's clearly showing up here with this Four of Cups. What else, Spirit? What else? All right, so we have the Three of Wands, all right? Three of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, and the Fool, all right? So, you know, for these divine masculines or divine feminines in the karmic situation. We've talked about this before. You know, waiting for their ships to come in, waiting for some kind of good fortune to come in. It's a waiting game, okay? They're working. You know, this is, you know, trying to master something. Eight of Pentacles. This is trying to master something. This is working hard at trying to master something, okay? I feel like they're really trying to master this patience of waiting, okay? Wanting a new beginning. You know, deep down inside, they do want this new beginning, okay? The Fool, which we have been seeing in my last few readings, you know. We have been seeing this, okay? But this is for those of you who are not in communication, okay? So what is the challenge? What is the challenge? All right. Bottom of the deck, I have the Devil in reverse, okay? This is, you know, the challenge is trying to get unbound from the karmic, okay? This has also come up for the last few readings. This being bound to the karmic is a big issue. It's a big issue. And the problem is that we've seen the Fool as well, okay? We've seen the Fool. So this is clearly saying that these counterparts, you know, with the karmic, they're bound. They're bound and they're having a hard time getting unbound from it, okay? They're having a hard time getting unbound from it. So, you know, it's a challenge. It's a challenge, okay? You know, they clearly, you know, are waiting for some good fortune to come in. You know, they're working hard and trying to master that waiting so that, you know, this good fortune can come in, you know, these new, you know, these new opportunities to come in. They're trying to master, you know, waiting for that and being patient for that so that they can have a new beginning, okay? But, you know, they're still bound and stuck with this karmic situation, and they're having a hard time getting unbound. But here's the thing, is that it is in reverse. So this is indicating that they want to get unbound. They want to get unbound. They're just not sure how. All right? They're not sure how. I'm going to pull a clarifier for the Fool. I don't think we need one for the Eight of Pentacles, because the Eight of Pentacles is just telling me, you know, that they're just trying to work hard at mastering all, you know, all the stuff around them, you know, patience and waiting, okay? So what is stopping, you know, the, wow, so here it is again. The Queen of Cups in reverse. Again, this is about non-committal. This is about, you know, well, the Queen of Cups, you know, is somebody who, you know, in the upright position, she's somebody who, you know, is in her intuition. You know, she knows how to use her emotions, and she's, you know, loving. You know, but when she's in reverse, again, it's about it's about non-committal. It's about not being, she's no longer in her intuition. She's no longer using, you know, the love, that she, you know, that she would use if she was in the upright position. But again, about, you know, not being committed and not being faithful. Okay, there is an indication here. There is a misunderstanding that somebody's not committed. But I feel, but here's the thing, it's for the person, it's for the person who is silent and not communicating. They feel like at some point during the non-communication, they have this feeling that you were not committed and not faithful. Okay? That is showing up strongly. It's coming up twice, okay? And it could just have been gossip from people around you, all right? Maybe people, you know, lied, okay? Lied and made up this gossip. But what I'm seeing is that the reason why, or they just went on your social media and probably just, you know, seen something that made them feel like you've moved on, okay, is really what I'm seeing. Because when it says, when I say that non-committal and not faithful,